There we go. There we go. Thanks. Nope, it's coming on. I was just trying to, just trying to keep everyone guessing. Thanks everyone for being here. It is time for the weekly meeting. Adriana A here. Sound alerts, browsers. Oh wait, that's sound alerts. Yeah, I'll figure that one out eventually. I just woke up from a nap, so I'm a little out of it. It's yeah, this might actually be, you guys, this might be the last weekly meeting because this is so not working for my schedule. Because it's midnight here, and I've been trying to. I know the beach sun will make me sleepy. Totally. No, I've been trying to adjust my schedule. Today, actually, April 2nd. Today marks. I've been in Berlin. I've now been in Berlin 1 month. I moved to Berlin exactly 1 month ago. And it's taken me that long to, kind of like deal with jet lag and really adjust it. Last time I was here, keep in mind, I was here for 5 months. So I was here from like August till December. And I never, in the entire 5 months that I was here, I never actually got onto German time at all. Like not even in the slightest. And it's your guys' fault. Like totally. 100% it's all of you in the chat pod, it's your fault. And the reason is because I was trying I wanted to live stream on the North American hours that we had established. So I was keeping like such wonkadoodle hours. Well, I was determined not to do that this time. I was like, well, get me on German time. So now I'm on German time, but now I'm like a little too much on German time. Where even doing the weekly meeting and then wanting to, originally I was going to like maybe not do the Friday or Saturday nights at all and maybe come in and do like the super duper late night or early morning for the Europeans. But it's like I like having an audience and I know there's going to be more of an audience if I can sort of split the difference. So I've been trying this out doing like the late set, which is great. I like wake up in the morning on like Saturday or Sunday morning, wake up in the morning and get some coffee. I've got everything all set up and I start a live stream. I've done that past couple weeks. It's been good. But notice last week I did not do weekly meeting. And that actually kind of worked out. And so this time I'm like doing weekly meeting. Hello. But then I'm going to go back to bed. Like I just woke up from a nap. I'm going to do this, go back to bed, and then wake up like 5 hours later in order to do, 5 hours later in order to do the second DJ set, which just seems stupid. That's just dumb. So this might be the last. Okay, if it's not the last weekly meeting, and I know I've said that before, it's like I keep trying to cancel my stupid little talk show, and you guys won't let me. But if in fact I don't cancel it, it will probably move. If Fox Sounds. I actually haven't even talked to Fox Sounds about this yet, but I'm thinking having either I start earlier, like I basically Fox Sounds, Sit and Spin, and weekly meeting flip flop. So we'll start Friday. No, it's not an April Fool's joke. I know. I was actually even thinking that if I like come on here and I'm like, it's the last weekly meeting. It's like April Fool's was yesterday. But Smash Color says move it to late Monday or something. Yeah, I mean, it seems kind of silly to like. I like sort of having like that little 2-day break and maybe doing a surprise stream, but like I think the weekly meeting it's like just a like a 1 hour just chatting show, like, and that's the only thing we're doing that day seems weird. DJ Time's funny. You've been trying to cancel it since June. I know. But I think probably the best thing to do is to just flip flop them. Me and Fox Sounds. If Fox Sounds is still in the chat, let me know if I can have your show, or have your time slot rather. I can do the 1:30 Pacific, and then go to bed and get like a nice that buys me an extra hour and a half of sleep. Yeah, starting with the meeting. I mean, I will say this: starting with the meeting is I don't have that immediate audience. There's a little bit of a build up. So, also I'm always like, seriously, you guys, I love you being here. Thank you so much for being part of the channel and actually being here for just to like literally listen to me blah 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 pontificate. I think for some reason, I keep getting these Facebook ads or is it YouTube ads? Actually, I think it's YouTube. Somehow they know that I do like a weekly just chatting live stream on Twitch because I keep getting these ads that is like, do you have the gift of gab? And I don't even know what they're advertising because I'm always just like skip ad. But I should actually like find out what the hell they're trying to sell me because they obviously know that for whatever reason, I'm good at just like randomly chatting. What's that, Jupiter?
What is a gab?
Oh God! I need to explain to the German what the gift of gab is. Gab is gabbing, like I'm gabbing right now. I'm a gabber. Gabba. Like gab is talking. It's a slang term for speaking. So.
Nice. I've never heard that.
Yeah, and so there's also a common expression, the gift of gab. There's even it's even a Beastie Boys lyric too somewhere. It's like the gift of gab, something I have. I don't know, something Ad Rock sings. So I don't even. So I tried to get Jupiter Gatling to cover this show because I was really tired. I was like, oh my God, it's like 10:30 p.m. I could totally like just go to bed right now. And then like wake up early in the morning and I'll be super fresh for spring break, right? Which is what you do on spring break, right? You're tired from all your studies because you're a very good student and you've been working hard. And then for spring break, you sleep, you go to bed at a reasonable hour and you get a full night's sleep. And then you wake up early in the morning and you go to the beach or, this is a pier. Actually, Jupiter Gatling's like, no, you do all the day drinking and then you pass out. Well, anyway, Crafty Geek. Yeah, that's a good point. So because I'm a little behind, but yeah, because I do post the weekly meetings to YouTube because at least there's one thing I don't need to worry about with like copyright clearances with music. So yeah, that's probably why YouTube knows. That's why I keep getting these ads. The algorithm knows all. It's true. Wicked Red, they want me to podcast for them? Okay, thanks for filling me in. I know. It's like, here I am talking about an ad that I've never actually seen. I've only seen like the first literally 5 minutes of it. So, anyway. So yes, I was looking forward to, like just going to bed, but, so I checked in with Jupiter and I'm like, take over the weekly meeting for me. And she was like, no, I'm not ready. I don't know. I was like, it's easy. Just turn the camera on and start talking. They're here. Just talk, they'll ask you questions. They'll do stuff. And then, onlooker, 5 seconds. Did I say 5 minutes? I guess that first 5 seconds of the ad. Yes. Jupiter's like, what? Look, what?
Look, I don't sound as whiny in reality as in your little, parody impersonation. Also, all I know what to talk about are Sailor Moon things.
That is kind of true. And then I checked in with DJ Time to kind of see if he could fill in, and he had errands to run and other things. No, he wrote me back eventually. Yeah. So here I am. You're stuck with me for an hour to like sit here and. But it's like DJ Time's like, well, I could with notice. It's like, did I plan anything? Do I even know what I'm going to talk about? Like, what notice do you need? Just like hit start streaming and see what happens for the next 60 minutes.
I have an idea.
Oh, God.
Next time, you just kind of try to pull something like that. I'm just going to call DJ Time and we're going to bitch about you for an hour on stream.
You could totally do the 1 hour bitch session. Yeah, bitch about Adriana.
Time, are you in? It's my day off tonight. I'm in my cozy Friday night onesie. Thanks, everybody.
But I know I missed a week. I missed last week. Did you guys miss me? Did you even fucking miss the weekly meeting? Yeah, we had DJ Fox, Fox Sounds couldn't do sit and spin. I was like, well, I'm going to take this opportunity to skip out on the weekly meeting too. Did anyone even notice? Did anyone? I don't know. Well, I can't even remember what last week's.
Yes, actually. See, Smash Color missed you.
What? Oh, Smash Color, I missed you too. but I chose sleep. So anyway, what was I gonna do? So lately, the way I've been sort of prepping for the weekly meeting, which I didn't do, is I kind of go over the social media posts I've made in the past week and then kind of like expand upon them, chit chat, kind of like talk about what happened. The big news, of course, I'm scrolling back through our brand new Twitter account, because we had to start a new Twitter account. I think we're up to like 321 followers. I need to send out an email blast and let people know. It's like, please follow us on our new Twitter, because it's just, it's so frustrating. Yeah, and of course, Twitter has never gotten back to me at all on. So for those who don't know, we had a Twitter account, Booty Mashup, right down there, just singular, like our name. And it got suspended. Our Twitter account got suspended due to DMCA violations from music that was used for little promo video clips that we did. We made like a little promo video for Britney Party, Mysterious D's birthday. I know that was the one that like took it down. Oh my God. I didn't even think about that too. It was fucking Mysterious D's birthday, a tweet about Mysterious D's birthday from 6 years ago. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. That was like the last DMCA violation that took out our account. God damn it. 3 years later. And she's still fucking up with my life. I know onlookers like, your ex strikes again. Oh my God. Yeah, I posted this to my personal page. I didn't post this to the booty page, but DJ Time sends me a text yesterday. And he's like, because, yesterday was April Fool's Day. And he sends me a text and he's like, happy anniversary on, buying out your business partner. And I was like, oh my God, that's right. Shit, it's been 3 years. And so then I did a little post about that process. Not really the process of buying her out, but the fact that we did it on April Fool's Day. So, I've talked here and there about Mysterious D, who was my former partner, my former business partner. We started Booty Mashup together back in 2003. And at a certain point, I think the nightlife industry very much, it's not for everybody. And if you are prone to trying to figure out the most diplomatic way to say this, if you're prone towards certain proclivities, then the nightlife industry is not necessarily perhaps the best career choice if you have certain personality traits that lend themselves to be negative in the long term. Wow, how do I DJ Time's like, don't be PC, tell it like it is. Okay. If you have an addictive personality, then the nightlife industry might not be the best thing. And there was like a whole series of things, of just like, we ultimately ended up with a very, very toxic relationship. And I do think that us working so much in nightlife and being around nightlife and then, you know, everything that entails, and we're talking like booze, and yes, we're talking drugs and weird hours, and, you know, and just lots of influences, and frankly, an industry that doesn't necessarily penalize you for diva-like behavior. It does not penalize you for, just extreme behavior, especially if you are, if you are a promoter of a very popular party and you are responsible for bringing in a ton of money to a venue, then you can kind of like, you can get away with a lot. And Mysterious D definitely did that. So anyway, in the end, it was a very toxic and negative relationship. By the time we called it quits with our relationship, and then with our business relationship, even after our divorce and breakup, and there were lots of other things in there as well, that I don't really want to get into that much, because that's not what I want to focus on. What I want to focus on is, even as bad as our relationship got, there were still like these little pockets, these little moments where we were like totally in sync, and not Backstreet Boys, but in sync. And one of them was, okay, I'm buying her out of the business, and we need to like let our crew know. We need to let people know. We want to make an announcement. It's like, okay, well, let's do it. If we do it at the beginning of a quarter, that will be easier for bookkeeping and stuff. Like, you're on the payroll through this date. It's like, okay, so April 1st. April 1st. Let's not tell anybody that we're doing this until April 1st. It'll be hilarious. No one's gonna believe that this is happening. So even though we're like totally, it was like, again, like just these little moments of like where we would kind of connect, and like there's a reason we threw a party together, and we're so, you know, we did have a bit of quite a bit of a creative bond throwing this party. So that was like, to me, that was sort of like, okay, this is like the last thing. This is our last creative collaboration, is to just fuck with everybody and make an announcement on April Fool's Day that she's leaving the business, I'm buying her out, and let's see if people actually believe it, because then they're going to see that it's April Fool's and think it's an April Fool's joke. But in fact, it was totally true. So yeah, that was kind of fun. Synchronized chaotic evil. I mean, I kind of think I think I'm actually lawful neutral, I think, but every now and then, it's kind of fun to, I mean, I guess there's a bit of chaos in me, because otherwise how would I have stayed in that relationship for so damn long without embracing some of the chaos? But anyway, so thanks DJ Time for reminding me that April Fool's Day is also the day that I bought out my business partner. And I have to say, it's been 3 years. 3 years and one global pandemic later, and I'm kind of realizing I will most likely never make my money back, which is weird. Like so many people are like, oh, you're such a good business person. You know how to run things. I love being able to pay staff. I love running shit. I think that's where it's like, that's where the lawful chaos archangel. Yeah. I think that actually works, because there is like, I'm good at running shit. I think that's the lawful part of me. You know, I'm good with rules. Especially the rules that I make up. But yeah, I definitely paid too much. I paid too much for that buyout. But at the same time, I'm like, oh my God, I can't imagine getting through all of this, like a global pandemic, completely redoing our business, pivoting, having an amazing team. I've talked about this before. Ever since I took over running the business, it's been much more of a team effort that I've been cultivating. I mean, yes, I'm still the queen bitch in charge, the queen mother, if you will. I've rebranded because bitch seemed too bitchy. But when you run your own business, you can make up your own, your own job title for the business card. It's like a total .com, like a Bay Area.com thing. It's like, oh, you work for, some douchey startup. Oh, you're the director of chaos. Okay. Mr. Director of Chaos. So anyway, I'm the Queen Mother, which if I had a business card, that's what I would say, but I don't. But yeah, I cannot even imagine what it would be like to try to like pivot everything with like a very chaotic evil person. Let's put it that way. To put it in Dungeons and Dragons terms, yes, chaotic evil. DJ Tom, it's a good point. Like DJ and Nate used to have to like set up Mysterious D's DJ gear because she didn't want to do it, but she also like never really quite learned. I mean, she knew the basics, but if like something went wrong, she really didn't know how to troubleshoot. This is why she like DJ'd on like old school CDs for so long. But yeah, like DJ Time, you're right. What she would do is she would just pay Nate to like, come up to San Francisco and set everything up for me so I can live stream, Oh my God, I can't even imagine what that would be like. Yeah. Yeah, no, Jupiter Gatling is the polar opposite, where she actually understands like tech and can put stuff together.
Tech support. I think
yeah, exactly.
Actually understand.
Exactly, totally. Yes, Fashneck, we are talking about the D. It's kind of funny, like how Mysterious D is now almost taken on this, it's like the off-screen villain, I guess, or something, like the characters talk about this thing that happened in the past, and it's like you never hear them. It's like she's like the Voldemort.
Oh my God, we need a spin-off prequel. It's on her Twitch channel where she tells all the shit from her perspective.
Oh my God! Well, it's like PDS Mix was actually it was when he first started his show Masters of MASH. He was checking in with me on different people he wanted to interview, because I know so many people in the mashup scene, in the mashup community, and he was like, do you have a problem if I interviewed D? And I was like, not really. In fact, it would probably be a pretty batshit crazy interview, but that makes for good TV. I mean, so yes, dude. And then by the end of the conversation, I'm like, oh yeah, do it, totally. And then he was like, no, actually, because of, there's like a little history of abuse issues with me and her. He felt weird about it. Oh God, Jupiter, a little. I don't know. It felt little at the time, and then the longer I'm away from it, the bigger it actually seems, which is apparently not a completely uncommon thing for people in toxic abusive relationships. The further you get away from the toxicity, the more distance you've had from it, the easier it is to be like, oh shit, that was really fucked up. I can't believe I made excuses for that. Oh, that's actually what that was. That was a ton of gaslighting and manipulation. I thought it was just, me being stupid, which I was, but when you're in it, you never see it. But anyway, yes, I'm glad. I'm glad we're here now, and 3 years, three years of running the business. But I could not run it without the team. The team that has come together for Twitch is amazing. But even right after 3 years ago, when we were still doing clubs, and I reached out to everyone, and I'm like, we can I want a more collaborative work environment. And so I started you guys, if you watch my mashup listening party, I talk about the pile and the, going through all the new mashups and tagging them and sending them to our Patreon, also to our other DJs. That's a thing that never used to happen before. Mysterious D was like, no, those are our mashups. Don't share that with other people. Like that's us. We are Booty Mashup. And I'm like, no, we have this amazing team. And I want to, it's like they're DJing for us when we're not around. Let them have all the, the music that I found it, Oh. Kegel lives. Yeah, when are we playing D&D again? I'm hella ready. I'm ready. I think I'm the only one. Hi, CJ. I'm the only one who's ready. CJ's like, you all need to get on D&D Beyond, make your character sheets, get familiar with the platform, because it'll be easier with working with D&D Beyond to, I guess, to run the game that CJ wants to run. And I did this even before we even did our first game, because I was like, I know, because I'm total teacher's pet, straight A student, staying late, doing extra credit. That was me. I am the, what's the German word for it?
Streber. We call it Streber.
Strebe? Strebe. What is there? What would be the direct suck up? A what? A pursuer. Okay, but Strebe is kind of a derogatory term, right? It's like, okay, all right, yeah, that's me. In Deutsch, I'm a Strebe. So anyway. Yes, I would love to. Oh, Kegel the Eagle's here. So yeah, I'm super ready to do D&DJs again. And I am looking forward to it. I mean, we haven't established for sure that we will do it in real time, but I am gunning for us to do it in real time. Unlike Critical Role, that, of course their show is so freaking elaborate and they pre-tape it all. I think that we can do it all, with Zoom or Discord or something, and be able to stream it live and actually have, the chat going. I think that would be a blast. But yeah, so yeah, CJ says we need to have one more, it's got to teach us some stuff, listen to your Dungeon Master, and then we can have another game, which I would love to. And I know you guys really loved it too. So yes. So let me see what else. Thanks, by the way. Oh my God, who gave Kegel the Eagle a gift sub? Crafty Geek, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Abysmal Icarus, thank you for that clarification. So Critical Role used to be live, and it's only been since the Corona Apocalypse that they pre-tape it. Oh, okay. All right then. Okay, well, that's good to know. And also the fact that, yes, it absolutely can be done. And I'm wondering why they don't. Oh, because they would sit around a table. They don't have to. I mean, I guess for whatever reason, the way they have to have it set up. Hey, who rated us? Mama Samu. Welcome, Mama Samu. We are, hi. Welcome. We are doing a little just chatting sesh. It's the weekly meeting. Thanks for coming and rating our channel. And then the party is going to start. As you can see, I'm kind of at the beach. I mean, really, I'm on the pier, but the beach is over there and over there. We've got actually today it's spring break. It's spring break. And actually here in Germany, I mean, I know that does not look. You're like that does not look like any Germany I've ever seen. Yes, it's true. I know it's hard to believe, but I am actually not in the tropics right now on spring break. This is actually a green screen. I know, hard to believe. I know. I'm sorry to burst everyone's bubble, but it's true. Yeah. So I live in East Berlin, and it's a lot of days. It is the absolute cliche of the. From an American perspective, it is very much the East German cliche, the East Berlin, where everything's gray. And, it's like gray apartment blocks for miles. I'm sorry, for kilometers. And it's cold, and, everyone's like, anyway, it's now, believe it or not. Oh my God. So, there's a fountain, outside our window. They turn the fountain on. So when they turn the fountain on, that's when you know that it's springtime, because that way, I guess because the pipes won't freeze, or they don't need to worry about them freezing because the temperature fluctuates. Seasons. It's crazy, you guys. Like, I'm a California girl. I've been living in San Francisco for like decades now, and I'm not used to seasons anymore.
Even really know what Spargelzeit really means and the implications it has, right?
Wait, what? About what?
You don't even really understand Spargelzeit. And
Spargelzeit. Yeah, exactly. Like all these things I keep having while I've been here in Berlin, I keep having flashbacks to growing up in Ohio. And where it was like the way the air smells, or just like things like, oh my God, the leaves fall off the tree and then you walk and they crunch, and or when there's snowfall and everything's quiet because the snow absorbs up all the sound, or right now where it's like springtime, but one day it's like freezing cold and it's raining, and then the next day it's like sunny and like freakishly warm. It's like with crazy temperature fluctuations. It's like seasons. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a California girl. Seasons are still super overrated. Oh my God, hype train. We have a little bit of a hype train going. Thank you. I know we kicked it off with a bunch of gift subs and some onlooker. Thank you for the bits. Love it. So yeah, it's seasons are real. There's daffodils. There are like daffodils sprouting up all over the place. So I was like, because I'm thinking spring, I'm like, we got to do a spring break party. Spring break! And we've never been able to do like a spring break party at our real life parties, because spring break is, it's like the douchiest of the douchey kind of theme. It's like, it's like, oh wow, a bunch of, stupid college kids go to the beach and get way too fucking drunk, which to me is like, I never did that. My spring breaks, when I was in college, my spring breaks, my home life, I didn't really have a home to go back to for spring break, and I didn't go on a spring. I was too poor to afford to be able to like go to Fort Lauderdale or Cancun or wherever college kids go for spring break. So I would just stay on campus and work on my projects. That was always my spring break. And I feel like, oh, thank you, Volker Crafts, for the gift subs. Thank you so much. Yeah. And welcome everyone who got gift subs. You now get to see the VODs if you miss anything, and if it's like, a Sunday or a Monday or sometime we're not streaming, you get to tune into the VODs. Oh my God, I am super out of sync. aren't I? Yes, I am. That's odd. Tech support. Tech support. That's strange.
What's going on?
Oh, I don't know. It's synced up again. Every now and then the camera just like suddenly goes way out of sync.
If it was just a few.
Oh, that's what happens because you guys are doing the hype train thing. Thank you for the bits. No, thank you so much. Butter emails. Thanks for the bits. Skull and 10. Who else? Crafty Geek. Yeah, I do appreciate the bits and the tips. Clifford, thank you. Sire Eric, yes. Onlooker, thank you for the bits, the tips, whatever, bits and tips. So anyway, I've never actually done like a legit, like, let's go to the beach with everyone I'm going to college with spring break. So I wanted to do like a spring break theme, but I couldn't do it in real life at like, one of our booty mashup parties, like in LA or San Francisco, because I think it would fly over the heads. Like, I want to be like, let's all get red cups and go crazy and kind of like make fun of this like very American institution of spring break, and kind of like be cheeky and funny about it. And whereas it would not be, I don't think it would be taken ironically if we threw this theme in real life. I think people would legit be like, yeah, I didn't, my friends all went to Cancun, or, well, I guess that's like in California. Where do they go for spring break? I guess they go, to Cabo, or do they go to, like any Southern California beaches, I wonder? Anyway, and so instead they would come to, DNA Lounge or El Cid or Echoplex, wherever the hell we're throwing our parties, and be like, okay, I'm going to do spring break here at a club and pretend like we're on a beach, which would be fun, but I think it wouldn't be necessarily making fun of it the way I know that the Dance Commander Disco is going to be. The Dance Commander Disco, I'm sure everyone's going to have their like spring break looks, and we can be a little cheeky about it. But I will say this. Oh my God, I'll probably mention this again when I DJ later tonight. So I'm doing, we're such a green screen channel, and everyone finds video clips and things to do for backgrounds. So I'm searching around YouTube, and I'm looking for spring break videos to kind of like play behind me. And I figure let me get some scenes of, yeah, Clifford. Yes, I know. No cheeks. Well, Clifford, the reason I had to put that out there. Oh, Stephanatrix. Oh my God, old Blue Period fan. Thank you so much. Oh, I actually played 2 Blue Period songs in my mashup listening party last Wednesday, 2 days ago for Transgender Day of Visibility. So anyway, so I really wanted to, have like spring break footage going on behind me with a bunch of college kids at the beach, red cups in the air, doing shots, but everybody's wearing attire because they're at the beach. It's attire that is very much a violation of Twitch's terms of service, which, if you don't know, okay, so what I'm wearing right now, this, oh, by the way, check this out. It is available in the merch store. It is our channel emotes as a bikini top available in our merch store. Yes. Thank you, Mufu Moog, for posting the link. So, anyway, I can wear this because under boob is covered, but cleavage is allowed. Cleavage is okay, which is why it's like such the stereotype of the female Twitch streamer where mine's okay, but oftentimes it seems like they're looking up. It's like this. It's like, hold on, let me see if I can do it for real. It's like, hey guys, welcome to blah blah blah. Welcome to my channel.
Don't reveal my message.
So because cleavage is totally okay. So, but you are not allowed to show underboob, and you are not allowed to show. Basically, your pelvis region needs to be covered on both sides, from your like pelvic bone to where your ass cheek ends. So, you can't like, and all these spring break videos were like, it was like ass, like ass for days with like, bikini bottoms. And it was like, oh shit. So I had to, I quickly, like my morning, super late night for everybody else. I texted DJ Dada and Airson, and I was like, okay, you guys, I don't know what you're planning for spring break videos, but it can't be those spring break videos. And then Raimi, the Dance Commander Disco, was wrote in our group chat about like spring break, and I was like, oh wait, so regarding the Zoom. So I think what's going on? Mr. Beard Papa says, not total spring break. It's like, really? Take your D&D character to the beach. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I mean, the thing is like spring break has basically sort of turned into beach party, and then and the Dance Commander was like, maybe it could be like Victorian beach party, but that's like too much, because you can show midriff, on on Twitch, which again, if you've seen any if you've seen a bunch of female Twitch streamers, you've probably seen a bunch of midriff. The crop top DJ is very much very much a thing on Twitch. So, and it's because like, Lobster Dust has the theory that it's like the midriff is the new like, is the new underboob. Midriff is the new like butt cheek. Because you can show that on Twitch. But so yeah. So yeah, Dance Commander Disco tonight will be like, I guess, cosplay and D&D characters go to the beach for spring break, but it's not going to be the typical college students at spring break. So anyway, there we go. That's, I guess that's how it works. So sorry we had to, it's not going to be any Girls Gone Wild in either on Twitch or in the Zoom, but it will be. But it's going to be fun. I love the Dance Commander Disco, and in fact, next Friday is the Dance Commander Disco 1 year anniversary, which I'm super excited. It's like the Dance Commander Disco Zoom party is such a symbiotic relationship with the Booty Mashup Twitch channel. I feel that it's almost kind of like, wait, we live streamed for a month before the Dance Commander Disco came along. What the hell were we doing? Oh, I know what we were doing. We were all like fumbling around trying to figure out what we were doing. Thank you again. Oh my God, we're at like level 3 for freaking just chatting. Level 3 hype train. Thanks for the bits, Sire Eric, and for the gift subs, Crafty Geek. You guys are amazing. You're awesome. So yeah, DJ Time's like, we didn't know how to Zoom. Yeah, we did not know how. I mean, I knew how to Zoom in theory, but I didn't, like so many other people I know were familiar with Zoom because, they've had to do Zoom for their, meetings, work in tech, whatever. I threw parties for a living. I never had to have a Zoom meeting. It's like, I did not have a Zoom meeting. Like my first Zoom meeting was the Dance Commander Disco, but I didn't actually have like a legit, like real meeting until months and months and months and months later when I had to, I don't know, meet, I think I did a corporate Zoom gig, and of course needed to have a little conversation with the people hiring me, and of course we did it via Zoom, and I was like, oh God, this is like my first actual legit Zoom meeting. Crazy. Yeah, fake it till you make it. Yeah, DJ time. I always love the famous Oscar Wilde quote, "You are who you pretend to be." And we were pretending to be live streamers for that first month or so. I mean, we eventually figured out how to be like legit live streamers, but yeah, that first month was clunky. Now I kind of wish we would have like saved all those streams so we can laugh and be like, "Oh, look how far we've come." But yeah, so next week is the Dance Commander Disco 1 year anniversary. This weekend, it's spring break tonight. And then tomorrow, it's Easter weekend. It's Easter weekend, you guys. And Jupiter Gatling is taking over and she's doing the Easter Bunny Bash. So wear your bunny ears, do bunny stuff. And, I'm kind of sad. I love the bunny stuff. I don't know, hide Easter eggs in the stream or something. I have no idea. I do. I wish we were doing this in real life, because one of the funny things we used to do for the Easter Bunny Bash, I would buy cheap bunny ears and spread them all over the club, and then I'd get like those little plastic eggs, and I would put candy in them. I'd also put drink tickets in them. And we would hide them all over the club. I love doing that. And then a couple times I end up on the Mothership to Reno bus for Easter weekend, which is my friend Heclina, famous drag queen in San Francisco, always charters a bus trip to Reno, Nevada, from San Francisco to Reno. Charters a bus trip. Her party was called Mother. And so it was called the Mothership to Reno, and that was basically that it started off as Tranny Shack, and it was the Tranny Shack Reno bus. That term, of course, got rebranded quite a few years ago to Mother, so Mothership, and we would go to Reno, and it was like a rolling cocktail party on wheels with everybody dressed up in their finest drag or their ugliest drag, just drag like weird drag, crazy drag. And then Sunday, because we go there on Saturday, we would do a show. In Reno, Nevada, like 30 drag queens. Well, actually, no, there's usually like, it's two buses full of drag queens. And I think each bus is like 44 people. So it's like 88 people, but not everyone's in the show. And usually it starts off as like 30 people want to be in the show, but because everyone's been drinking all day, it then like ends up being like 15 or 20 people actually in the show. But anyway, on Sunday, we all get dolled up in Easter drag, like big Easter bonnets, or, drag Easter bunnies, or, I would dress up like a sexy Catholic nun, things like that. And there would be prizes for like the best Easter outfit, and we'd come back. So I do, that's what I'm really going to miss about Easter. But when I would do these bus trips, of course, I'm not back in San Francisco doing the party. So I had to like prep DJ time and be like, okay, so here's how you do the Easter egg hunt inside DNA Lounge. Like, these are some of the best hiding spots. Keep track of where you've hid all the eggs, like just on your phone, just write down like all the places you've hid. So that way throughout the night, you can keep going and check to see if they found them or not. Have a few that are easy, but then like a few that are hard. And people would show up early. Like, it would be like, a lot of people didn't care or didn't even know about it. But there were people who were like, they were there at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m., whichever time we opened. And they're like just running through the whole empty club because they're the first ones there, just looking for those damn fucking Easter eggs because they know a couple of them have drink tickets in them. So, oh my God, yeah, Jupiter Gatling says there's probably still eggs somewhere at DNA Lounge. I do know there have been ones that have popped up like months and months and months later, like a DNA Lounge staff member will be like, oh, we found this. Believe this belongs to you. But they've cleaned up DNA Lounge so much. I mean, it's been 13 months of the venue being closed. They very much have taken that opportunity to like clean the venue, repaint, do also the one thing that they're doing, and I'm sure lots of other venues are going to be doing it, building more like booths, and which is, I used to think like the whole VIP booth thing is kind of douchey, but I think post-COVID, like immediately post-COVID, people are going to kind of want that. You don't know who's been vaccinated, who hasn't. There's going to be like limited capacity in venues. I think people might want to be, I mean, there's going to be a chunk of people that are going to be like, fuck yeah, let me just get out and hug everybody. But then there's also going to be a significant chunk of people that are going to have a fair amount of social anxiety and they want to go out, but it's a friend's birthday or whatever, and they're gonna feel a little weird. But it's like, okay, well, no, but we got this booth. You don't have to go out onto the crowded dance floor. And so I think, like, individual booths and individual tables are gonna have like a full on like resurgence where people are going to want that. And so DNA Lounge is actually sort of planning for that, and they've built a few more like booths and tables and stuff. And in fact, I think what's going to happen, I haven't even brought this up yet with DNA Lounge, but I suspect that before we're allowed to like really like just have like, open free for all dance party, I think it's going to be like, okay, you've got this big room. You are allowed, 100 or 150 capacity for, an 800 person room, or 1,200 if you count like the extra rooms. And, how do you make that viable? Well, I think DNA Lounge might be like, it's not even going to be worth it for us to open. But I'd be like, well, or is it if we do tables? If we put like tall tables and people buy a ticket, like group of 4, buy tickets for, you have to be, a group, and you buy tables and you have to stay at that table. And yeah, I mean, this is literally how nightclubbing in Vietnam works. In Vietnam, when I went there to DJ, I got I did booty mashup parties in Vietnam, and it is illegal to dance in Vietnam. It's like the entire country is like that town in the movie Footloose. It is illegal to dance. The communist government. That's one of the things. So, which is not to say that there is not a nightclub scene or nightlife. There is totally nightlife in, Ho Chi Minh City, the former Saigon, Hanoi. Basically, it was just Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City was where we were, where we had gigs. And in both places, definitely checked out the club scene, went to various clubs and bars. And the way that it works is, it's a full-on dance club with, great like sound and lights and, maybe a, LED video screen and crazy moving lights. And there is a dance floor, but instead of people being on the dance floor dancing, it's all tables, like tall tables. And and the only way you can get that table, by the way, is to have a bottle, like to buy a bottle. All the tables are bottle service. And you actually can't enter the club unless you have bought a bottle. And so you have like a table reserved, and they've got like booths and stuff too, but like the dance floor is tables. So, you're not allowed to dance, but what people do is they they get their table with their friends, and they've got their bottle, and they just sort of they just sort of shimmy while they're standing there at the table, while the DJ is on. And so there's been a little bit of a movement, as culture opens up a little bit more, as Vietnamese audiences are a little bit more exposed through the internet and everything else to Western culture. There's been a little bit of a movement to abolish this anti-dancing law. and instead, allow people to like just dance on the dance floor and not have the dance floor filled with bottle service tables. But it's actually getting some pushback, but not from the government, believe it or not. The pushback is coming from the club owners. The club owners do not want to change this because they probably make a lot more money selling bottles. So yeah, that's, but that system of doing it, I was like, maybe that is a way to be able to do a booty mashup event at DNA Lounge with, and even at El Cid in LA. I don't think we'll need to worry about that sort of thing because El Cid has a huge outdoor area. The outdoor area is just as big as the actual nightclub. So we can just do stuff outdoors and that will be no big deal. And we've already locked in for Saturdays. As soon as we can throw an event in LA, as soon as it's allowed, we've got first Saturdays on lock. So for Booty Mashup in LA. But for San Francisco, there's not really an outdoor area. There's like a little parklet that they've built out on the sidewalk, but there's not like an outdoor patio or anything. So, but I think the city of San Francisco will allow limited capacity in the room, and that's one way to do it, is to do it like Vietnam style, where we just have tables in the on the dance floor. And yes, Crafty Geek, I did see DNA Lounge's Patreon post about replacing the current dance floor. And I was like, now's the time to do it if you can. Thank you, Stream Elements, for letting people know about the DNA Lounge donation. Yeah, they are looking to replace the dance floor because they've never been able to do it, because you have to close the venue for pretty much like 2 weeks to lay down a new dance floor. You need that much time to like rip the old one out, lay down a new one, seal it, tile it, seal it, wait for it to dry, do another coat, all that stuff. So if I know DNA Lounge could use your tips, your donation, if you've got the funds to spare and you want to help our venue in San Francisco have a dance floor, that would definitely help. Yeah, 118 mashups. Oh, so nice to see you, 118 mashups. Welcome. You, God, I was just thinking this the other day about like how many, there used to be this message board Gaibo, and we would all like connect on Gaibo, and it's a bunch of people who I've never met, but I love your mashups. I know your names. I'm familiar with your work. And there was like a real connectivity, and it hasn't been that way for a while, but it's starting to happen here on our Twitch channel. I see you, Dom Mashups, and like some newer producers, or at least newer to me, whose work I am appreciating. I'm finding their work on Mash Sticks and Soundhouse, of course, and it's just like, yeah, fuck yeah. And then I see you guys in the chat, and I'm just like, fuck yeah. There is a mashup scene. There is a scene. I mean, there's always been a community, but I want more than just community. I want a scene where we all like, we know each other and like, or maybe we don't necessarily know each other personally, but we know each other's work, and we can, and what I love about Twitch is like I can play it in real time. You can be here to hear it and to get feedback from the chat pod, and it's super it's super gratifying. Like I love that aspect. That is there's been several silver linings to the global pandemic, but us being able to take what we do in a nightclub in San Francisco or LA or New York and expand it globally, and have the producers, the mashup producers, the people actually making these mashups that we love so much and that we play at the club. We can now play them on a live stream, and you guys are here, and Mark Johns is here. I mean, it's like I've met Mark Johns once because he came to a Booty Berlin party when we were there. And so it's just like, but now we can meet on, virtually here on, the live stream club. So it's fucking amazing. I love it so much. So welcome everyone. And 118, you are like relatively brand new to me. I don't know how long you've been producing mashups, but I'm glad to have discovered your work, and I am glad that you're discovering us, because I know for sure I've got a bunch of new stuff, and I'm definitely playing some of your shit tonight in my set. So anyway, I'm almost out of time.
Oh my God, Mark John's actually in here.
Yeah, Mark Johnson's here too, right? I know, it's fucking great. And Dom Mashups, I'm so sorry that I probably speak English too fast, but my English is way better than my French, let me assure you. So, and it's even worse than my Deutsch. So anyway, I need to change the screen title and the go live notification here, because spring break is about to start. We are about to see spring break. Hey, are you Jupiter? Oh, I don't want to leave it to you because you won't remember. But what? I know you won't.
I want to play Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna make a generic go live notification for everyone. So we've got, for spring break, we've got DJ Dada filling in for DJ Airson's happy hour, and then Airson's gonna be taking over the first half, the second 3 hour chunk, and then I'm cleanup crew. I will be back in 6 hours. So, there we go. All right, just chat. Let's change this to music. Okay, a little behind the scenes action here for you. And let Maddie C, the artist formerly known as Maddie C, but Dada. Yep. Okay. Anyway, thanks everyone for being here. Volker Crafts, I'm glad that you think I have an easy to understand English accent. Well, it's not, American English. Jupiter Gatling mercilessly makes fun of me because if you're German, you kind of learn, when you learn English, it's very much like British accented English, right? Yeah. So
this is not a British accent or German.
No, it's definitely not. But when you learn English, it's so. And I always feel like she makes merciless fun of me because for my, hard R's.
This is not hard.
Let's put it this way: I don't park the car. Yeah, I park the car.
Okay, but have you listened to Rammstein? That's a hard R.
Okay, so it's harder than a British R, but not as hard as a Rammstein R. Okay.
It's more like a dog, not wanting to let go of his toy.
Yeah, here we go. Exactly. In British English, it's proper. Like there's not even an R in that. But I see one. So as an American, I say proper. Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks so much for being here and hanging out with me while I chat. I'm gonna be going to bed, and DJ Dada's taking over for happy hour, and I will see you guys in 6 hours for. Hold on, wait. Let me do it. Where's the drink? I need a drink. Okay, pretend this is a red cup. And I was like, woo, you guys, we're totally going to spring break. Spring break, everyone. Woo! Let's party. Party! Yeah, I promise I will not do that for the entirety of my 3 hour set, but there will be a little bit of it. Anyway, all right, stick around. If you do not see DJ Dada with happy hour, hit refresh. Love you guys. Mwah.